EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Baltimore Ravens and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So this game of ours, Charles, the talk of the NFL world all week. 2 unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But 2 teams like this, and I remember in preseason, you looked at schedules and said, I think these 2 are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. ETN once more. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
They'll run with Dobbins. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. 72 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Edwards will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Oh, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Wide open receiver complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A gain there of 21 yards.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That is caught at the 7-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
These two teams all tied after 1.
On the double.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run with Etienne, and he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
Etienne is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Another tote for Etienne. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Got it.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Etienne. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial. And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. That'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Foye finding his way to the ball for a stop, a tackle for loss.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Slot man moves right. On 3rd down, Jackson. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 15 yards there for number 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the 1st half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return here for Agnews, and they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. A give running right, ETN. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be spotted at the 37, so it's a 47-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson on 1st down. On target to his man, Likely. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 45-yard line. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. That run going to put him over 100 yards now for the ball game as well.
Yeah, he's really had his way so far, and that's just more of the same right here. All he needs, just a little crease, and off he goes.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game.
Ravens 21, Jaguars 12. Justin Tucker in the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they'll go again with Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Lawrence will throw. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have...
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st down, Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
He finds Bateman over the middle. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, Orbit. We got bombers.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Hey, Charlie.
Now Lawrence on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 24-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Getting in there for the tackle, Marcus Williams.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Etienne. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Jaguars have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do you do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll go option on second down, right side. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. A nice run there. He calls his own number, gets the first down, and then slides to a stop before he has to take any contact.
And that absolutely has to please this coaching staff, because you know they've been drilling into his head. You're no good to us on the sidelines if you're not playing, right? If you have to be over here full-time with us, that doesn't work so well. We need you on the field, so sliding like that, they'll take that every time.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Jackson to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Lawrence. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about throwing to his backup.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Baltimore, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to